Hey everyone, hello, it's Minx Laura 123. Welcome to this video. And in this video, I'm going to be doing some book reviews. Yes, I have two books that I'm going to be showing you in this video and talking about. And I really recommend that you go and check them out because you know what? They were both amazing books. So I want to say a big, massive, huge thank you to the two lovely authors who sent me these books, you know, because it's really nice and I was so excited to receive them and to read them, and I just want to say a massive thank you to them. So yeah, I'll put the links to their Twitter down below in the description box. Please go and check them out on social media, and of course please go and buy their books because they're really good books and they're such lovely people. I always get a bit like fangirl when authors talk to me on social media and stuff, you know, because I'm such a bookworm. I see authors as like celebrities, do you know what I mean? And when they like reply to me and stuff, I get like, ooh, all excited. So I'm very happy and excited to do this. So these are the two books that I'm going to be showing you and reviewing. So this is the first one, actually. I should put my glasses on for this. Okay, so yeah, it's called Miss Christie Regrets and it's by Guy Fraser Sampson. There we go. First of all, can I just say how amazing that cover is? Like, seriously, like all moody and mysterious. Absolutely love the book cover. I know they say you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but I don't know. I just can't help it. Like, if I see a book cover and I really like it, it just kind of draws me in and makes me want to read it all the more. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, loving this book cover. And the other book, which also has a very nice book cover, is this one. And it's called The Gift Maker and it's by Mark Mays. There we go. And you've got the beautiful butterfly there. And, yeah, it's just a really pretty book cover as well. So, you've got the kind of dark and mysterious looking book cover and you've got the kind of sweet and light and gentle book cover there, but very good books, both of them. So I'm going to talk about this one first because I read this one first and it's just so good. Now I don't want to be like one of these people who gives a book review and just kind of ruins too much of the story, because that really annoys me. Like, I watch a lot of booktubers here on YouTube and sometimes they go like so much into a book review, it kind of like ruins it for me and it puts me off of reading the book sometimes, because for me part of, you know, reading a book is you discover what happens yourself. Like, don't get me wrong, like I like a little snippet of a book and I like to know a bit about, you know, what it's going to be, but I like to kind of discover most of the book myself, and that's why, like, when I knew I was going to be doing this video I was like excited. But at the same point, I thought I don't want to give too much away because then it ruins it for other people. So I'm just going to kind of tell you a bit about it, what I thought about it. And yeah, so we'll start with this one, Miss Christie Regrets by Guy Fraser Sampson. So I love all types of books, like all different types of genres. I love everything, you know. And I really love a good detective book, you know, a bit of, you know, crime. And, you know, the books that make you think, who is it, what happened, who done it. I love that. It gets me thinking, you know, when you like reading a crime genre book and you're laying in bed and you find yourself thinking about it, like, who was that, and oh, what if that's great for me. I love it. So I was really excited to get this book. So yeah, I'll read the back of it for you. It says it's classy and sophisticated. I agree. Seriously, it was very classy, very sophisticated. I kind of felt like I wanted to just sit there and kind of all dress up smart as I read it. I know that probably sounds a bit weird, but there we go, I am weird. Anyway, so it says the second of the Hampstead Murder series. Yeah, this is a series, by the way. So, yeah, it finds the team of detectives dealing with corpses at two iconic Hampstead locations. Though the killings are separated by several decades, Superintendent Collison is convinced there is a connection between them. I love that element of it. I love the fact that, you know, even though something happened so long ago, it can still be connected, and there's elements of this and there's elements of that, and it could all kind of be connected. Very good twist to it. I loved it. I've lost where I was now. I should just read it and not talk. Okay. Da, da, da. He's convinced the connection and is trying to prove it. Finds himself caught up in a shadowy world of Special Branch and a Cold War drama worthy of John Lee Carey. I think that's Carey. Carey. Anyway, when Agatha Christie emerges as a key figure in their inquiries, the team must find ways to investigate her life in Hampstead and scramble to identify and secure vital evidence before it is destroyed. So yeah, it's very good. It says here about the whole kind of golden age detective fiction. It's intelligent, quirky, and I'd have to agree. Like everything that's said about this book, 100% agree with it. It was definitely quirky and different. And as I was reading it, I was like smiling to myself because it was just so well written and so different than anything I'd ever read, you know, which I liked. And yeah, it was definitely that kind of mixture of old, like good old fashioned, back in the day crime, but also modern as well. So it was a very good twist. I've got my notes here that I wrote. I put that it was very good, and the entire tone of this book was police work. I can't even do you know what, this is ridiculous. I wrote notes and I don't even understand my own notes. This is not good, is it? I'm not a very good professional book reviewer. Although it's set in present day, it feels as though you're reading a classic piece. Lots of twists, yeah, lots of twists. I'm useless at this kind of thing. Like, all I'm going to say is I absolutely loved it. I don't think I should even do notes. Pointless, just say what you feel. But yeah, no, seriously, if you like a good old murder and crime kind of book, definitely check this out. Really well wrote. And yeah, it's just, I just loved it so much. Like, seriously, I could read it again, actually. Even though I know obviously what happened, which was a big shocker at the end, by the way. I have to say, I was really shocked. I was like, what? Really? But I would read it again. And you think, why would you read a crime book again? Because you know what's going to happen. But then that's the case with any book. You know what's going to happen. But I think if you read a book again, you get a kind of different outlook of it, or you read things that you didn't kind of pick up on before. So I'll definitely read it again in the future. So yeah, really liked it. It says here it's a great book to curl up by the fire with, and that is exactly what I done actually. Like, when I started reading it, it was so cold that night, and we had the fire on in the front room. I had a cup of hot chocolate, I had my blanket over me, and I just sat and read this. And I was just like loving it. I was just like, literally, I needed to know what happened. You know, it was really good. So yay, that is the first book, and as I say, really recommend it. And then we have the second book that I read. So this was sent to me from Mark Mays, and it's called The Gift Maker. Like, it's so cool. Like, I think it's so cool to have books published. Like, I've always wanted to have a book published. Like, when I was a little girl, I used to write stories all the time, and like, it's a bit weird, but I always used to write vampire stories. I think I thought I was a vampire for a long while. Anyway, so yeah, like I used to write these stories, and I remember one of them was called Storm of Blood. Apparently, if I remember rightly, the vampire got changed in a storm, or she got changed into a vampire in a storm. But anyway, but I always dreamed, right, that I could write a book and it'd be published, and it'd be, you know, you could walk into like W.H. Smith's and Waterstones, or just like little local bookshops, and see your book on the shelves. That would be like so amazing. You know, maybe one day, you know, I can write a book. But anyway, basically what I'm trying to say is I think it's really cool that you can write a book and get it published. But yeah, as I say, the cover to this one is so lovely. It's just got a really kind of gentle, like, vibe. Like, if you'd see that on the shelf, instantly you'd think it was a very peaceful, kind of enchanting, sweet book. And oh, I think my webcam froze a little bit there, sorry. But yeah, it's a lovely cover, and the butterfly in the hands, and it was just so good. Honestly, this book, my webcam's going really weird, sorry. This book honestly made me really emotional. Like, I think I read about 8 chapters in one night. It was, you know, that addictive. I didn't even want to go to sleep that night because I was just like, just reading and reading and reading. But it made me very emotional, and it made me think, like, that book was fantastic, and it made me think, like, who done it? You know, what's this? What's that? In a kind of crime way, because it was a crime book, a detective book. But this one got me thinking on a more kind of deep, spiritual, emotional level. I sound really deep right now, but it did. Like, you know, I might come across as quite fun-loving and silly, a bit of a weird geek, but I'm also very, you know, spiritual and a deep personality as well. I just don't show it that much, but yeah, this book really did. It made me sit there and, you know, even after I'd finished reading it, I was just thinking about stuff in the book for a while actually. It really touched me. Like, this book really, really touched me. It was beautifully wrote. It says at the front here, the book, a magical, daring book, a bestseller, and likely award winner if ever I've read one. And you know what? I would really agree with that. It was definitely very magical, and very inspirational. Makes you think. And it was also really, like, parts of it I thought were really funny. I loved the characters so much. Like, I really did. They were just so enchanting and funny, and you know, there's like, they were, each of them, I won't give too much away as I say, but each of them had their own story to tell, and you just kind of, for me, I felt like I got to know each of them, like, personally. So yeah, it says, sometimes only a stranger can give the gift of hope. And I read the back for you. It says, gifts ought to be free, but they never are. They tie you to the wishes of others, to your own sad expectations, to the I can never say this word, penitentiary of your dreams. I hope I said it right. Late one night, Thomas Ruder, who I loved, by the way, I love Thomas, receives a strange package, a small blue box. Another such item is delivered to his friend Lizelet. I can't say any names, I'm useless. Lizelet. Oh, I'm so sorry. Lizelet. Anyway, it was delivered to his friend, who I absolutely adored her character as well. And these gifts will change their lives forever. In the far-off border town of Grenze. I'm really rubbish at pronunciations. I'm so sorry. A play is to be performed at the Shell Theatre. Reynard the Impresario. Sorry, I'm really taking this seriously, but I'm just rubbish at pronunciations. Expects a very special audience. Thomas and Liet, who I can't say her name, together with their friend Johann, are drawn into Reynard's seductive web as Dorman, the gift maker, must decide who his master really is. It says here, The Gift Maker is the compelling debut novel of author Mark Mays, a story about identity, fulfilling your dreams, and becoming the person you always were at whatever cost. And yeah, I really love this book as well. And I love Dorman, actually. He was a cool character, but I don't know, like, I just, as I say, it really opened my eyes and got me thinking about just a whole spiritual thing and how I see myself, and, you know, the way that I am and how I was and what I am now and stuff. And I don't know, it's really good. So I just really recommend both books to you, my viewers. Very different books, but very good, you know. And as I say, I do love reading all different types of books, because you take a bit of something from each book you read. I believe a piece of the book always stays with you, you know. Each book I read, I've always took a little bit of something away from it, you know. So yeah, really love the whole kind of twist of, you know, like the golden age with modern, and so, like, well wrote, and really got me thinking about who did this, who did that, you know. And I was really shocked at the end as well. I was like, which I love. I hate reading, like, crime and thrillers when you kind of predict what's going to happen. Like, it's so obvious, it's boring. But I didn't have a clue, so I was really shocked. So love this one, and love this one for, like, the whole kind of spiritualness about it, and I love the characters, and it was just very kind of emotional for me. So yeah, really love these books. There we go. Show them on the camera. Yeah. So go and check them out. And once again, thank you so much to Guy Fraser Sampson and Mark Mays. They have been so lovely to me. Like, seriously, I've been chatting with them a bit on social media, and they're just so charming and friendly and polite and helpful. And the fact that they sent me these books for free is, for me, like, so lovely and amazing. So thank you to you both. And I really do recommend you go and check out both of these books. They're both fantastic. And yeah, that's the end of this video. I'm not very good at book reviews, I don't think. Like, some booktubers I watch, they're so good and they go like really into the book and the story. But as I say, like, I don't want to give too much away because I think it ruins it for people. But yeah, I hope I've done okay, and maybe I'll do more book review videos in the future. I don't know, but if you do like books, there's always going to be book videos, like book related videos here on my channel. I love doing like book hauls when I get a load of new books and I talk about them and stuff and things like that. So if you do like books, you know, hopefully you like this channel for book related videos, hopefully. Anyway, I'm off now. I'm going to take these glasses off, pop them on my head. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please click like, please subscribe, and don't forget to check out this book and this book. See you later, everyone. Bye bye. Mwah.